Good evening, members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing great. This show is for subscribers only tonight. For whoever has subscribed here, you're more than welcome to comment here, but you have to subscribe to Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. I decided to do a live off my YouTube channel. Cousin Jesse took the night off. So here I am going live through Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Um, I actually haven't slept since my live last night. I've been up all day. Uh, but here we are. We got Sister Nellie Turner. How you doing? Uh, we've got the real MMA and Exuberance. So what I did, brother Exuberance, to make the trolling more easier, is the only people that can comment are members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Uh, so if anybody wants to comment, they have to subscribe to Spiritual Encrypted Encounters off YouTube. That's why I'm going live here right now. How's everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody's doing great. Let me see. I can get a little bit more better light in here. There we go. So we get a little different lighting in here. That's too bright. Uh, how's everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody's doing great. Yes, I decided to go live off of YouTube just to chit chat with y'all, brothers and sisters. I just want to say thank you, you know, and to everybody that tunes in here and participates in spiritual encrypted encounters that makes the shows funny, interesting when people come in and interact by sharing their stories of what they're going through. Uh, Tonight, I was thinking about having an open mic night, but we can leave the open mic night for tomorrow. So I'm just here as saying thank you to those that have been supportive of not just spiritual encrypted encounters, of me, of Paranormal Roundtable, Sister Nellie Turner, Brother Josh Turner. You know, nobody deserves to be targeted in any kind of way, uh, physically, spiritually. This nobody deserves that. In saying that, this people that harass and they say they're going to do this or that. To me, that's nothing but talk. Like I've had an open door policy here. There's people that said they're going to do this and that. I've been waiting. Actually, yeah, Soren CS has been waiting. But ni fu ni fa, like we say it in Spanish, ni fu ni fa. Uh, yeah, these people have some serious issues uh, towards, I guess, anybody that's trying to do something productive uh, in the cryptic community, paranormal community. Uh, they have serious issues. I think they have some kind of inbred disorder of some sort, especially those in the LBL. So I'm making it easier for you tonight. Exuberance is only for members only tonight, for subscribers only. The only way somebody can comment, they will have to subscribe. That's the only way they can comment. And of course, Brother Exuberance will know what to do to those that come in here in a threatful manner. Good evening, Pablo. How you doing? I hope you're doing great. How you doing, Sister Vanessa Gerson? Hope everybody is doing good tonight. Uh, yeah, cousin Jesse wasn't feeling well, so I said, "Don't worry about it, cousin," because I know he attends church in the mornings. Normally on Saturdays, me and my darling, we go dancing. Me and my wife, we go dancing, but there was no dances today, so I was debating whether I was going to do a live or not. And I said, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do this live. I hope everybody's doing great tonight. So what we got here. Amen. Yes, only for subscribers only for the members here. I made it that way. I know y'all get tired of the harassing, and I just figured it out. I said, because I haven't done the live to the YouTube, but there was a section where it's only for subscribers only. So it's not public for the public. The only way they can if they subscribe. But if they subscribe and come here in a negative way, well then brother exuberance, you know what to do. Yeah, these people they like taking free shots at people, coming in with a negative way. Me, I like listening to people, I honestly truly uh like listening to when people have something to say, that they're going through something or they're sharing something. Last night we had a great show. It was very interesting towards the end. See some of the comments here. Yes. Your cousin Jesse is taking a break. He said he wasn't feeling well. So I said, that's fine, cousin. I don't know. Uh, it could be very draining when last night we went, I believe, 5 hours last night. So yeah, it can mess up your sleep pattern, if you're not used to being up all night, or if it can sleep. But me, I'm a night owl. I guess I'm a night owl and a rooster, and I've been up for over I don't know how many hours now. I guess in the morning it'll be 48 hours. But that's okay. I'll take me a power nap like we used to do in the military, and I'll catch up on my sleep. How you doing, Watkins with Bear? I hope you're doing great today. Yes, brother Lawrence, I believe he's okay. He just wasn't feeling well, and then he's got to get up early in the morning. He had messaged me earlier, you know, uh, he's been through a lot. My cousin, and yeah, he's got a lot of wisdom and knowledge also, but at the same time, he's been through a lot. We all have been through a lot. Somewhere in our lifetime, we've been through something, or we're going through something. The question is, what are you going to do? How are you going to overcome what you're going through, right? If you dwell, if something negative is happening, you dwell in it, and you just going back and forth with negativity, you will never have a positive. So what are you going to do to overcome a negative? Is just not give it power. But basically, don't give it power. Ignore it. C'est la vie, whatever, and just ignore the negativity. Of course, through Jesus Christ, you can overcome any form of negativity. I don't walk as a bear. So here's a message I have for this James guy that likes threatening people. James, I suggest you stop doing what you're doing, uh, because karma is not good to people like you. That's all I can tell you. You reap what you sow. You continue to dwell in negativity, and negativity is going to consume you. I'm thinking you're just playing a role. You're not. You're not this bad person that you say you are. All I'm telling you is be careful what you wish for. Because when you dwell in negativity, all that you wish for is that itself is negativity. And karma in life is not good to people like you. So in saying that, this is Brother HCS or NCS, whatever you want to call me, warning you. Be careful what you're dwelling in. Be careful with the words that you say to people because karma can come bite you in the arse. Straight up. You can act like you're bad. You can say dreadful things to people. The question is, are you man enough to do it? I don't think so. I don't think you are. You're just playing a role. Leave the Turners alone or anybody that you mess with. Keep your, how should I say, it's not even craziness, man. Keep your childish games to yourself. Keep it to yourself. You want to hurt somebody? Eventually, because you're dwelling negativity, there's other forces that are around. They're going to bond you, and this basically what might happen. You might wind up hurting yourself because you left the spiritual opening for other things to enter your foundation to attack. That's the only message I have to you. Because I get tired of hearing that you calling people and threatening people. You're going to do this and that. To me, when you call women, that's being what would be the good term for it? A female dog. Yeah, that's what you are, a female dog. The five-letter word for it. There's nothing manly about that. There's nothing. It's it's a cowardly act that you do. The games that you play. I've seen people like that in the past, and these people wind up getting seriously injured because they're playing some dangerous games. You know, they want to play with fire, and then the fire burns them because that's part of karma. Thank you, Sister Lisa. Yeah, so I don't know what they're trying to accomplish or what they're trying to do. They got their little clique, uh, redneck clique, hillbilly clique, inbred clique, not to be racist or nothing like that, but that's what they consider themselves, especially when they're making fun of uh minorities, whether you're Hispanic, Native, or you're African American, that's what they do. So they're from the hills, I guess, some from the hills, or you call them hillbillies. They got different names, some consider themselves rednecks. And then there's some that, of what I understand, there's a little bit of incest going on. So there's a little bit of wrong turn or inbreeding right there, So this individuals are not right all up in here, If they're raised with anger, hatred, and negativity, well, that's what they're about. That's what they are. Not that they're bad people. It's just they're being misled. Hopefully, they can awaken spiritually, not to be rude or anything, but get their head out where the sun don't shine, and at least look around like an ostrich. Pay attention what's really going on. Don't be listening to the BS that other people be telling you. That you throw a fit and you get mad that you want to do this and that. When it doesn't even pertain to you. Sticking your nose where it don't belong. That's all I'm saying. I done heard it all, man, in the military. See, read some of the comments here. Yeah. What movies? movies that remind me of this people will be Wrong Turn is one of them. I think there was another one. What was the other one? The Hills Have Eyes. Yeah. Ding, diddly, nee, 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 nee. Yeah, but they got nothing else better to do. I mean, Exuberant, Brother Exuberance, he moderates here, Sister Madeline. They've seen them come in here, I think Roger Dodger or Roger Dodge doesn't dodge the ball. Roger doesn't dodge the ball. He came in here one time talking nonsense. I've seen old what's his name? Uh the creeper or the Tales from the Crypt come in here so with his old lady Tammy Faye saying all kinds of stuff that I had to block them. They were writing paragraphs in my comment section, and of course, one of the regulars that would come in here all the time was old boy from Oklahoma, Mister Children of the Corn, uh, Malachi. He wants to be Malachi. Need to buy him a little hat like Malachi. You know, uh, yeah, he's another one right there. Comes in trolling, so I call him out because with his fake profiles, and then he writes the following day it does a video saying that I was picking on him, but he was coming into my live chat, insulting me and my cousin Jesse. So what am I supposed to do? Just set him straight. And sometimes people like that can't handle the truth. Not bad, Joe. Oh man, when I think of these guys, they go out there to the LBL and there's nothing but fellas. The only thing I can think is like the banjo, like ding diddly nee 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 nee. You ain't from around here, are you? I think, and then the movie it's an old movie with Burt Reynolds, and I say squeal like a big boy. That's when I think about people that go out there to the LBO with the little campfire and nothing but guys. I mean, when I was in the military, it's yeah, we're out there, but we're training and stuff. These guys are not in the military. Uh, they go after the guys. I mean, is it a fatal attraction? I mean, what is it? Um, uh, are they infatuated with, for example, brother Josh Turner? So many fellas get him mad with him because you don't give him the time of day or pay attention to them. We're talking about crazy Dirty Larry. That's what we're talking about. I already knew that guy had issues when I seen him over there at that where we stayed in the motel across Lake Worth. He was in the lobby eating breakfast and he was barefooted. I'm like, what the hell? This guy's out there barefooted in the lobby. Then I knew that something wasn't right with this guy, you know. At least put on some clothes or something to go eat breakfast. It's not like you're at your casa. I mean, at least put on some huaraches, some sandals or something. No, this guy he was barefooted in the lobby. Maybe he didn't have sandals. I don't know, but he was there barefooted. Nobody wants to see his nasty ass toes with fungus and stuff. While we're eating breakfast. Dwelling banjos. Deliverance. That's the movie. Yep. They probably joke around like that over there. They probably uh I don't know what they'd be doing out there, man. But you look at the guys. I mean, just by themselves and where they are, that tells you a lot about them. One thing about all these people, well, one of them for sure has sugar in his tank. Well, a couple of them. Uh, Roger Rabbit, sugar in his tank, and old Puffy. He's got a guy's name tattooed on him or something. What would you put a tattoo of somebody on you? Of a guy, uh, and they all hang around together in the wherever they go camping. I wonder what games they play out there. Hide and go seek, tag, you're it. Oopsie doopsie. I dropped my soap. Oh man, only God knows. Only they know this where they are. They're the way they are, man. They have serious issues. Uh, yeah, man. Brother Exhibitors know, and that's the only reason I'm talking about it right now. Most of the times, I just ignore, and Brother Exuberance, Sister Madeline Shap, the moderators, they put out this trolls, like daily. It's a daily thing. But I'm addressing it today. It's like that. I think it's just ridiculous how this clowns act. That they have nothing else better to do but to mess with people instead of trying to how should I say, to do something better for themselves. Do something good for themselves. Change their ways to become a better person, a better friend to if they got any friends. And I'm not talking about giving $20 here and there so your crackhead buddies can get a high. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about changing your ways of the negative person that you are and do something positive for once in your life. That's what I'm talking about. Do something positive for yourself, at least for yourself. I mean, you don't want to do it for others, at least do it for yourself. A change that you're going to see a lifetime change, not a temporary change, a lifetime change that is going to make a positive impact in your life. Yes, Sister Vanessa, they do an excellent job. Yeah, and when they're threatening women, that's one of my pet peeves. Like I said, James, if you have been in a conference, uh, threatening females there, man, I would have taken care of you right there, and then I wouldn't have hesitated, man, because that's one of my pet peeves. I dislike that, you know, I dislike that because I lost a loved one. Uh, so I'm telling you, man, you need to change your path in life. Stop letting these people pump you up to make you think you're bad because you're not, man. You're not bad. You're not better than Sarcias. I can tell you that right now. You're not bad. You think you're bad, but you're not. Especially when you're trying to scare women. I think that's how the wrong turn does it. This people. They say, well, we gotta put women in check. We have to raise our hands at them. We have to cuss them out, call them the B word. You think about it. Think about it. If somebody say that they're a Christian, they're from the Old Testament, they can call every other female the B word, and then you ask them, "Don't you do the same thing to your old lady?" They're like, "Oh no, I don't do that. I'm a Christian." Blasphemy, lie. Because if you're a Christian, you wouldn't be saying that to anybody. So when you say it to all the women, I'm more than sure, 100%, that you call your old lady the B word. daily. Because if you're calling all the females this B word, you definitely calling your lady the B word, your sister, your daughter, your mother, your grandmother, the B word because you have no respect. So that's just the type of person that you are, a liar, blasphemy. Think about it, y'all, because everybody the B word. A lot of our friends there, he's called them the B word, and then he tried to say that he don't say that to his wife. I call BS on it. If there will be a bull beside me, the bull will be saying bullshit, bullshit. I'm reading some of the comments here. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, how come they just don't look in the mirror? I think these people have some issues within themselves. That's that's just the way they are, man. Not that they're bad people, as in like badasses. They're more of dumbasses because of the words that come out of their mouth. But I wouldn't be able to understand it, right? Because I'm not one of them boys. I'm not a hillbilly. I'm not a redneck. I'm not part of the KKK. I would understand. Oh, that's where you're wrong. I do understand. I was in the military 10 years. I have friends all from the South, North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia. So I know what's up. You know, I know what's up. So I know exactly how you think. I know exactly what y'all about. And the shit that you do up there, where you come from, it don't work here in Texas. It might work where you at, but not here in Texas. In Texas, we're a little bit different than where you come from. Yeah, these people, they just don't understand, man. They don't know when to quit. They go to sleep messing with people, and they wake up messing with people, and all throughout the day they mess with people as trolls because they got nothing else better to do. I mean, brother Josh, he helped out a lot of these people. Extended olive branches to these people. And these people was already plotting against them for a very long time. They've been trying to get me to fight brother Josh Turner. I just didn't. I would just didn't go with the flow of that. I didn't feel like what's going on here. I don't got no problem with him. And then I started noticing that they're the ones that were telling me things. Brother Josh really wasn't saying nothing. The only thing he was saying is when somebody would tell him something. So I started figuring it out. So, oh, these guys are playing a game here. They're coming, telling me things, they're telling him stuff, and they're trying to fight amongst each other. That's why I'm glad that we spoke and we called it the truth. And guess what? They're hating the hell out of it. They would say, "Man, we got Sarcias. Sarcias is easy." No, Sarcias is always one step ahead, many steps ahead, uh, many steps ahead of y'all. I just know. I just know things. Yeah, the where I had to go in the military in the front lines, I had to be alert at all times. So I can tell when somebody's infiltrating. I can tell when somebody's full of crap. I can tell when somebody's up to no good. So I just go with the flow of things sometimes, just let things, people say whatever they're going to say or the games that they're playing. And sooner or later, they gave the position away. And that's exactly what happened. Let me see some of these comments here. There's no sleep for the wicked. He wasn't feeling too well today, so he's taking a break. Yeah, they sure do have some serious issues, brothers and sisters. But it's nothing to be alarmed about. I mean, all I can say is this: you come to Texas thinking you're going to do something, uh, you know, you just don't understand. You don't understand till you'll find out the hard way. I'm just saying, you don't threaten women, threaten people. You don't do this or that, or you know, many people threaten. All throughout my life, I've been threatened physically, spiritually since I was a kid. So, do you think I'm gonna be worried about baby Huey James or Powder Puff Cuff, Sweet and Low Roger? I don't worry about those guys. I've made so many videos because I stopped paying attention to them. All I'm doing is addressing because they continue, yeah, to come in, disrespect my subscribers, the viewers. No, they got some serious issues. No, I forgive people daily, but at the same time, I can forgive and I can address the issue. No, I have to speak my piece, my truth. No, and that's allowable. That I'm able to say what I have to say, whether people want to listen or not. I'm just this is what this video about is tonight. It's not dwelling in negativity, and that's what they do. They try to see if they can trigger you, get you upset. So if you go upset and make a video about them and just you're like literally pissed off going off, they get a kick out of that, right? Because that's what they're about. Yes. So there's many people that dwell in negativity and they think, well, if I can get Brother Josh to get pissed off, Brother Abe CS to get pissed off, then I'm one. I'm an evil person. No, you're not an evil person, man. It just some people don't play. We don't play around. You come threatening, you're gonna do something, or you're threatening, like for example, Josh's wife that you're gonna do something. Uh, what you come got coming your way is not good. If you decide to do something stupid like that, the outcome of you making a dumb decision is not good for you. That's all I'm telling you. I suggest you stop threatening people's wives. That's all I'm telling you. Stop dwelling in the negativity. Go take a class of home cooking. Cook some pies or find something to keep you calm and relaxed. Start knitting or something, making blankets. Go cut the the yard. Learn how to bake or something. Something to keep you calm and relaxed. Stop letting other people feed the BS in you, man. Do something productive. That's what I'm telling you. Do something productive. Because I know nobody here is spiritually corrupted or in cryptid encounter fears none of y'all. And I know nobody in the paranormal round table fears none of y'all, whether it's spiritual or physical. We don't. We think you're a joke. That's fine. Yes. You make threatening you threatening people like that. I'm telling you, here in Texas, we don't play around, man. You threaten a family member or something in the nature. We don't play around over here, man. I'm just letting you know, Jamie, 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 as in Jamie. James is not your real name. It's Jamie, Jamie. You got a female name. The reason I say you got a female name because that's who you want to mess around with. That's who you want to threaten is female. Man up, man up, or shut up. So basically, I'm telling you, just shut your trap and leave people alone, man. I'm just telling you straight up, leave people alone. We don't want to hear you. Nothing come out of your mouth. We don't want to hear the crap that comes out of your mouth. Just shut your mouth. Put some tape on your mouth or something. Just shut the hell up. If you have nothing nice to say to nobody, shut the hell up. Plain and simple. That easy. You have nothing nice to say. If something bad is going to come out of your mouth, turn that negative into a positive. Instead of saying something bad to somebody, knock out 50 push-ups, make it into a positive. If you're going to say something bad about somebody, you know, hit them push-ups, do something positive at least, because nobody wants to hear the crap that comes out of your mouth. I mean, who you trying to impress, man? The uh, Power Rangers of the LBL? Which Power Ranger are you? Are you the Pink Ranger, Jamie? Are you the Pink Ranger? Is that who you are, the Pink Ranger? I mean, who are you trying to impress? I mean, honestly, everybody makes fun of you, man. I say stick to the channel that you're following and just stop trolling people, man. Go ahead and stick with the corner of the cop channel, whatever channel you're on, the saber tooth, the person that supposedly seen a saber tooth tiger at the LBL, a Bigfoot, a dog man, a an alien, and whatever the hell else he's seen. I think he's seen he ran into a black hole over there also, and the black hole was named Larry. That's what he named it. He said, "I found this territory here. I'm going to brand it, and its name is going to be called Larry, and we're going to call it the black hole of the LBL." Yeah, it's crazy, that this what these people do, disrespecting women, talking like they're a baboon, like they're trying to talk over somebody. That by itself, man, that's a weakness right there. That's a person pretending to be like they're bad. That's not a bad person. He's pretending to be bad because if he was trying to do something, he would have already done it, but it would have been man to man. And that's why I say he's a in Spanish we got a word for them, a panocha. That's what he is, a gran panocha. I mean, I don't know what the hell happens to him at the LBL, but I'm more sure he sees more than a saber-tooth tiger. He said he got attacked. Uh, he got attacked by a pack of Winnie dogs. Said the Bigfoot got a hold of him. That the Bigfoot took advantage of him. He just didn't say that the Bigfoot that took advantage of him had a name. Harry Larry was his name. You know how they show those structures where it's build a home like it looks like it's got a roof. Well, that's the roofer guy right there. That's the way he builds his roofs because he's Harry Larry, Harry Larry of the LBL. That's how he makes the roofs. The structure through the branches. That's how he makes roofs. So you don't need no hammer or nails. He's the one that builds the structures. And of course, Sweet and Low Rogers there just for the free ride. I mean, so he likes going to bars called something Iron Bar or something Hammer Bar or something like that. Uh, the way he sounds, like I said, he got too much sweet and low in his sugar. He got a lot of sweet and low in his tank. So I guess today is como we say in Spanish, como variando, just talking crap, you know, about these individuals. I hadn't said nothing about them in a long time, so I'm just going with it tonight. Screw it. Who gives a damn about how they feel? Who gives a damn about how many they are? I'm just gonna say what I have to say, whether they like it or not. If they get pissed off, tough shit. I don't care. Me vale pura pinche madre. How can people like that blame other people for the shit shows that they got or the situations of them having a child or whatever? I guess there were deadbeat dads or whatever, and they got left or whatever the case there is there. How could they blame anybody else? Try to blame me, brother Josh Turner, sister Nellie Turner, when that has nothing to do with us. That has to do with him being an irresponsible person. How can you try to justify and for the people that buy into his bullshit, like, I believe you're all from the same. I believe all of you are part of this little LBA Power Ranger and Transformers. Some of these females look like Transformers. Uh, you're part of this little cult. That's what I think. So you try to make everybody else look bad beside yourself. I mean, I'm not asking for $20 donations for a little duck to get the next high, or a $50 donation for a big duck, so me and my buddies can all get a high. You know, and we know what the problem is there, especially you, Mister Tales from the Crypt. We know what your problem is. You and your old lady. Shame on you. We know what your problem is. It's not a problem. Well, it is a problem, but it's called addiction. That's your own worst enemy is the addiction. And it makes you act insane when you don't have that hit for the or you don't have for the next high. It drives you freaking local, man. It drives you freaking nuts. Well, that shit crazy. However you want to call it from the hills. You go crazy, man, because you don't got it. So you see other people having success with donations and stuff, and you get pissed off because you want that money. You need it. You need it. You need it because you need to get that next high. You need that. Got issues. All of y'all should be ashamed of yourself. And anybody supporting this, I ain't gonna say misfits. I'm just gonna call them dumb nuts. This dumb nuts, shame on you. To the women that support guys that call women the B word, shame on you. I guess you must not be a woman or you're used to that kind of treatment. That's why you don't say nothing to these fools because you condone it. It's okay in your book for them to insult people that in this way. Decepticons. What we got here? Yeah, some of this females that joined them or join elote the elote guy. Uh, they used to be on my friends list, and they took sides with the the pedo. It's crazy, man. So yeah, I'm using this YouTube platform for right now, just to do a little bit of venting. I'm speaking to y'all, trying to get you to shit there, and so like that I can Let me read some of the comments. Yeah, I'm talking about. I mean, I understand if somebody comes and trolls you, right, or say something stupid or whatever, but when you're threatening people's lives that you're gonna do some damage to people. Now that's taking it to a whole different level there, and there's things like that. There's things that you don't play around with. You know, somebody's you take it, to the extreme. You know, whether you have to file a police report on the person, have a restraining order, have your own personal weapon at your house just in case this person decides to show up in a thoughtful manner. At least you have the records of you put a restraining order on them, you file a police report. So if it does come into your home and something winds up happening to the individual because it's coming in a threatful manner, at least they have the proof of the things that he said. They got him on video, the recordings. So he's just digging himself his own hole. Basically, that's what I'm saying. They have no respect for women, calling them the B word. What kind of Christians are these people? Vanessa Gerson said, I slapped my ex so hard to the ground, I nearly knocked him out. Don't F, yeah, with a woman who works in a forestry with a chainsaw. Oh, dang. Yeah, yeah. Mama was tough, man. I see what you could do. My mom had some guns. She was a strong woman. Yeah, I had a friend when I was in school that she had nothing but brothers, right? So she was the youngest out of like 13 brothers, and she knew how to box. So she would have sandals on, and when somebody would try to come mess with me, it's when I was in elementary. She said, "Hey, leave him alone. That's my friend." And he's like, "What are you gonna do?" And she was like pissed up, and they would go at her, and she'll beat him up. She will beat up the guys, defending brother A because I was a friend, even though I knew how to fight too. But she knew how to box. I mean, literally knew how to throw combos and everything. So these guys were getting black eyes and broken noses by a female. Her name was Leticia. She was my elementary friend against my bodyguard in a sense of way because we were friends. And there was times I didn't even have to fight because she would beat up the kids. I was like, yeah. And I'd be laughing and say, that's what you get. Told you to leave me alone. She knew how to move around like a boxer, throw combos, move her feet real fast. I mean, 13, like 13 brothers, and she was the only girl. She was the baby girl, so all the brothers taught her. She could throw down. She knew how to box, and she even knew how to wrestle. She was pretty tall. She could throw down. So how's everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody's doing great. Uh, I do want to apologize that I'm venting out just a little bit, of these things of these people. I mean, what am I supposed to say about these people? I'm not happy with the things that they do. Uh, Kind of disappointed with these people. You figure that by now, they will figure out something on how to do certain things in the right way. But no, the only thing they want to dwell in is negativity. You know, that's what they do. And the women that are affiliated with them too, they're the same as they are. You know, but hey, it is what it is. You know, life keeps on going forward. But I've met a lot of people like this when I was in the military. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm doing something real quick, brothers and sisters. Okay. Yeah, I just like I said decided to go live because I didn't know how long I was going to be on live tonight, or else I would have done it off of stream. So this is like now I'm thinking about maybe Saturdays, so cousin just so you can get rest for church. That I might do lives like this. I mean, what do y'all think? Should I do lives like this on YouTube, or do you want me to do lives through a stream where people can come in like open mic night on Saturdays? You know, what do y'all think? Open a mic night for Saturdays? I know cousin Jesse gets up early in the morning to go to church and stuff like that. But just for tonight, I decided to do one off of YouTube for the algorithm to help out the show. And like I said, thank you for all those that that have been here as friends and supporting spiritual and cryptic content. It means a lot to me, as a veteran, combat veteran, that the people are here supporting me. It really means a lot. You just don't know. Uh, I've seen so many veterans go through a lot of things because of the locations that they've been in, what they've seen, what they've witnessed. That sometimes people don't want to associate with them because they see them as dangerous people, or because they've been in the front lines of combat. So they want to see them, or they want to make fun of them. I've seen a lot of that where people want to make fun of veterans instead of respecting them, even though they haven't served or done anything for the government. But that's the way it is. It just hasn't happened to me. It's happened to many people before me. Uh, in which that they continue. A lot of this I knew veterans from World War II and World War I, World War II. They were my godfathers when I was a little kid. So I learned a lot from them. They were hardcore, man. They were like, I could be cutting grass and they would be treating me like a private, literally treating me like a private, commanding me, ordering me around, and there I am moving around real fast. He was like, "Go get me the gasoline can. Hurry up. Go get me the can of oil that's over there on the shelf. Hurry up. Double time." Little kid running around. I'm like 5, 6 years old, listening to this combat veterans that had purple hearts, the silver medals and medals of honor. Uh, they had freaking bullet holes in their bodies. Where they got shot. That's the people that influenced me as when I was a kid. They're the ones that gave me the advice. The best advice that I heard from one of them uh, was was this: I don't want you to ever say you can't. He said, "There's no such word as I can't because you can." And ever since that stuck to me all my life. When sometimes you feel that you can't, well, you can. It's within you. It's within all of us. Thank you, brother MMA. Sometimes when I go to the VA appointments, the doctor looks at me and she's like, "You're still here?" Like you're still basically telling me you're still alive? Or they'll be mad. She'll get mad with me and she'll tell me, "You're in that path where you're gonna have a heart attack, a stroke, and all this." And I'll be like, "Doctor," and I said her name. "Keep that negativity to yourself, doctor. I don't want to hear that. I'm just here for the appointment. I heard you had so you keep that to yourself because I don't accept it. I'm going to show you next time I come in that I can do it. You just don't know me, doctor, what I'm capable of doing. So keep your negative comments to yourself. So I know you're doing your job, but I don't need to hear you telling me uh, about heart attacks and strokes and all this stuff. I don't need to hear that. That's a form of negativity." So you're like, "Okay, I'm done. Get out of here." I didn't see her this time around. They put me with another doctor, and everything came out normal. And I was like, so I work out every Monday through Friday. Like I said, or else if right now if there would be a band somewhere, me and my wife would be out there dancing, and I wouldn't have a live right now. We'll be out there dancing because she loves to dance, and it's good exercise, cardio. Well, it depends, just generally because I can't have sugar, so I can't have no sugars or anything. Are you talking about a mixed drink? Because for bottles, I have all kinds of bottles. I just can't drink them. Uh, on my birthday, I got my wife's dad gave me he gave me a bottle for Christmas, like a half gallon of liquor, and then he gave me a half gallon of liquor for my birthday. I have all kinds of bottles. I just can't drink them. Oh, natural juices. Well, yeah, some juices have sugar also, so I have to be careful. Like staying away from breads, from rice, because there's a lot of things that have sugar. So rice has a lot of sugar, tortillas has sugar, bread has sugar. You know, but I'm trying my best to hang in there. There's times that I do sneak in a little piece of a cookie, but you know, I have to be careful because it can affect my levels. I think some of y'all that tuned in where sometimes I'll be talking here. Next thing you know, I'm like I go like if I'm asleep, but I'm not asleep. It's kind of like if I have too much sugar in my body or it goes too low, I kind of like doze off some. But it's not that I'm tired. It affects me that way. M. Cascon says, "I will fight for women and donate my time to help who I can. Teenagers are so vulnerable, and I feel I need to help them." Yes, that is good, M. Cascon. Oh yes, we love to dance, do the cardio, and when we go out there, we try to dance almost every song that's being played. We stay constantly on the dance floor. It's good exercise. That's good, Sister Lisa. Cardio is good for you. As we get older, you got to keep the body moving. You got to keep on moving. Man, so I remember in Elms Grove when I was fighting for my life spiritually, there was times where I felt like I was being engulfed with negativity. I was being attacked spiritually. I was already sick because I had a blood clot on the leg, but something within me would tell me keep on going. Didn't matter how slow it was moving or about dragging my leg. Something within me, the will within me, and the spirits around me will tell me keep on going. Don't give up. Keep on going. Uh, I was when I had the blood clot that almost took my life. I was only 34 years old. I didn't have They didn't send me to no therapy or anything like that to build up my leg. I had to do it myself. I mean, I had no strength in my leg that I had to go to the woods. Maybe that's what the spirits got mad, the spirits of the wood. I took a machete and I cut a we call it in Spanish a lila tree. It's those trees that have those little round green balls. I cut one of those and I made that into a walking stick. And that's how I started my physical therapy. It's like don't give up. Uh, Even though I feel pain and everything, because the blood clot was huge, I found a way. Thank Jesus Christ that I was still young and that I had that mentality of not giving up. That was able to overcome, rebuilt my leg. I went from dragging my leg because I had no strength in it to be able to walk a little bit. I feel a lot of pain because the blood clot was huge. And as I kept on walking, I went from walking a little bit to a big, it was a big quad, one lap and take a break, to doing up to like 20 laps. And not just walking, just threw the cane away and started walking with Junior, my son, on my shoulders. And I'll walk all those laps with my son on my shoulders. I'll go walk through the park with my son on my shoulders, and I build myself up. And I didn't have the help of the VA. It was just pure, pure inner strength of yes, I can do it. I can heal myself because it's within me to be able to build myself back up. You know, a form of therapy. Any therapy can make you feel better. It's about what are you going to do about it. You went up in a situation, are you going to just not do nothing about it, or are you going to do something about it? And of course, I'm older now, but it's still within me to do something about it. I need to go back to walking again. Now my toe is healed, my toenail is healed, but we have another problem. The DDN, they're out there when I go walking, they want to surface up doing my walks. So that's one of the reasons I haven't gone walking too much. It never fails, you know, that I have to, the spiritual warfare is a constant thing. And what they do, if they see you walking, you got to make sure you're prayed up because it try to drain your energy. It try to drain your energy, so like that, you won't be able to continue to push forward in a positive way. Like I said, cardio is good for you. So they're going to try to keep you from doing any kind of workouts, right? That's what the goal is. So if you cannot work out your body, so so your whole body could work properly, they do that intentionally. So, but I have to overcome that and go back to walking again, and that's what I plan to do. Go start walking, doing walks like I used to. Try to lose at least 10 to 20 pounds. You know, or if I can do more, that's what my goal is. So I would do that. I would do a lot of meditation with blindfolds to, how should I say, be in tune with the elements of Mother Nature, or should I say, uh, pray. It also helped my the she, what they call the she, because my she was damaged, was injured from all those spiritual attacks. I mean, I tried all kinds of forms of healing my injured body. I even went to a Korean medicine woman where she was the one that found out that I had a blood clot, and she found out other parts of my body that were injured. I would get bad migraines. That she stuck a needle like in my ear and somewhere up in here. Ever since she did that, the migraines that I had stopped. They just stick the tip of the needle. So how you doing, cousin Jesse? How you doing today? Yeah, and my son, he was small. He was like, oh, by then he was already like shit, 6 or 7 years old, and he was a tall kid. I put him on my shoulders. He'd be enjoying the rides, riding my shoulders. It would just be, and he'll be like walking through the park. I'm carrying him on my shoulders. He was a tall boy, and then he's like, "Dad, can you take me home? Because I want to go play video games." I was like, "Okay, son." I go put him down, and they go play video games, and I continue my walks. Drink some water, primo. Drink some water. Hydrate. Let's do a little prayer for cousin Jesse. Heavenly Father, this time we'd like to pray for our cousin Jesse as we place heavenly crosses on him from head to toe. We placing heavenly crosses on his doorways, his windows. We take in authority over any witchcraft for necromancy. Uh, we tie it bind and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. For whoever this individual is that's messing with needles, um, we tie bind and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. We call upon the heavenly angels to do a clean sweep and to tie, bind, and rebuke you in Jesus Christ's name, so you won't be able to affect anybody any kind of way. We don't accept any form of negativity here. Uh, this we pray in Jesus Christ's name. Amen. Yeah, spiritual battle is very real, brothers and sisters. Very real. The Heavenly Father, through the spiritual good discernment, He'll show you who your enemies are. The thing is, when He shows the enemies, we're not supposed to wish bad upon the enemy. The only thing we're supposed to do is go into prayer against them, right? And we have to pray through Jesus Christ to overcome the enemy spiritually. We're not supposed to do wish any kind of bad towards nobody. We just leave it up to Jesus Christ because He's our protector and avenger, and that's what we do here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. We don't accept the negativity; we send it back to the sender. Uh, like me, I can't eat too much grapefruit because it got vitamin K. Uh, since I'm on blood thinners, uh, the vitamin K will make my blood thick, so I have to stay away from vitamin K. Not unless my blood is too thin, then I can eat some vitamin K. grapefruit, broccoli, cabbage to um, thicken my blood. That's pretty much, you said you couldn't, so I just went live on Facebook to help out the algorithm. I went live. We got 46 viewers, 45. We got 32 likes. Appreciate the likes, brothers and sisters, and whoever's here. New subscribers, if you're subscribing, thank you for subscribing. I said I don't have nothing against nobody, man. When you have your own problems to worry about, no, I know Brother Josh Turner doesn't have time to be worrying about everybody else. Just like all of the things that I have wrong with me, I don't got time to be worrying about a lot of people. The only thing I can do is pray for people. Pray for them to be protected. But time for me to be worrying about what people are doing or having 1,000 fake profiles or troll accounts, I don't got time for that. That's crazy. That's a form of bondage. It means that you have 1,000 troll profiles in which it's not going to weigh this troll profiles have some kind of identity. What comes in many? The legion. It's like a form of possession, man. If you got that much time in your hands, there's something wrong. How you doing, brother Jaime? Hope everybody is doing great. About green tea, does anybody like green tea? Yeah, green tea. My son, he likes drinking green tea. I drink it before. My grandmother, she used to make me go grab the leaves from the grapefruit trees, and she would make a green tea off of that. I'm gonna have to try some of those different kinds of teas and stuff. How about coffee? Anybody is into coffee? Is coffee good or bad? I've heard mixed feelings about coffee. I've heard, of course, I can have coffee because of the sugar, but then the other one that's a substitute is not good for you either. The Chinese kind. You got brother Smurfy, Pigeon, sister Cynthia, brother Josh Costo. How you doing, brother? Well, really, brother. Pablo Limity is good. Yes, coffee is good. The other thing about coffee, it's pretty addictive, and I've seen people where they get the shakes, even though they don't got their coffee, they're trembling like this. I used to see some of the soldiers that they had their thermals waiting for the supply sergeant to come in to fill up the thermals, and they would have the shakes real bad if they didn't have their coffee. Or the people that would smoke, if they didn't have their nicotine, and they become a whole different person. Sounds familiar? Those people are the LBO and the corn. They become different people if they don't have a certain thing that they need, right? To fix the problem. They become a whole different person. That's part of addiction. The best coffee is Cuban coffee. Yeah, I got man. You just don't know. Well, they want to give me all kinds of pills. They want to give me all kinds of shots. I said, no, I don't want to take that shot. I don't want to take that shot. I don't need that shot. The doctors, we're just trying to help you. You need to take this. I said, no, I don't. I don't have to take it if I don't want to. They also tell me you need to poke your fingers to check your levels. They give me a little paper. They want me to stick my finger every day. I said, hell no. You know your body, right? See, the reason I don't drink is because beer has sugar and liquor has sugar. You make a mixed drink, the soda you're mixing it with has sugar. So that's not good for you. So when I go out now is I drink water, and it's done a 360 on me. I just have to stay away from sugar, uh, stay away from sweets, from candy, ice cream. Can have none of that. I make a coffee right now. Awesome. Hey, Jaime Alanis. I heard you're an apprentice for the Count. Is that true? That's what cousin Jesse told me that you're the Count CS apprentice. Jess Gasto says the 9 year thing got me, and I'm kind of freaking out, looking into curses now. Can't control the negativity, brother. How can something hurt you if you're not acknowledging it, you're not believing it, you're not giving it any form of power, and you place in Jesus Christ first, right? The only way something could have something over you if you allow it. There you go. So it was true what cousin just said he wants to be Igor. Yeah, yesterday I was doing a live. I had the little ghost and everything because I thought yesterday was Halloween, but they said no, it's the first. So I lost a track of time about a day and a half. It's just that the Count Sears was here, that he did 2 shows. Yeah, you have to drink a lot of water, especially in the heat, or else you'll dehydrate. You have to drink the water day or night. See? Josh Custer's worried about his ex-wife. Different berry, mangos, cottage cheese, also apricots are good. Mama had diabetes, green vegetables, salmon, chicken, cook with green olive oil. You might have to send me a recipe for that so I can share with my wife. She's been trying to figure out what kind of food to give me since I'm diabetic. What's it? Oh, I, th- I thought I read buffalo. That's buffalo. Buffalo coffee. It's Bustelo coffee. The only thing you can do is keep her in prayer and hopefully she can do something about it, take authority over it since it's within her bloodline and tie bind and rebuke it in Jesus Christ's name. Make it spiritual stands for herself and for her children. McDonald coffee is delicious. You diabetic also, brother? Time to get on the steak diet. Exuberance. Made from beans, harvested from liver. What the hell? No, I'll pass on that one, Smurfy. Baked fish is good. She made me a meal with shrimp. It was shrimp with broccoli and I can't remember what she put something else in there. And it was very good. I liked it. I thought I can do this. It just I can't eat too much broccoli because then my blood will get thick. Canned okra and tomatoes for low sodium. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. Yeah, I need some recipes. If y'all want to send me the recipes that y'all know of for somebody that is diabetic, but at the same time, I'm a warfarin, so I have to watch out to make sure it doesn't have too much vitamin K because it'll thicken my blood. And I have to keep my blood levels a certain number. Like today, I ate some broccoli because the results when I gave my lab work was 3 point something. So I ate a little bit of broccoli to bring it down to the twos. Like it's got to be I think between 2.6 to 3 or something like that. Okra and tomatoes. My grandfather used to try to trick us. He would put the okra inside a jar of pickles, and he would say, "Who wants some pickles?" And the okra is in the pickle juice. And my sisters, I want a pickle, and they're looking at it. We've never seen a pickle like that. Yeah, it's pickle. Taste it, and they would eat the they would eat the okra, but I wouldn't eat it because I knew it was in a pickle. That it was okra. Yeah, pickled okra. Sometimes he would pickle not just the okra, he would put the okra in there and hard-boiled eggs. He would pickle the hard-boiled eggs also. How about nopalitos? Who's eating nopales? that's what we call it, nopalitos. Nopalitos with onion, chile verde, or chile, what was it, a piquin with tomato and green peppers, uh, with eggs and potatoes. My grandmother would always make it for breakfast, and every time before I go to school, she will call me over for a taco. She will make fresh homemade corn tortillas, and she will give me a taco of the nopalitos. The thing about the nopalitos tacos is it was like very gooey, like very gooey taste to it. Fried will be a piccolo. Well, for fried is pretty good. Yeah, when we're talking about something to food and drinks, nopal con chile rojo. Yeah, yeah. I've been looking at all those videos on Facebook, man, where they show all this food from Mexico and how they prepare it. I seen where they had a cabrito or a chivo. They had it smoking for about 15 days, hanging and smoking it for 15 days. And then they get it and they cut it up and make some kind of sauce and like, whoa. They literally had the raw meat hanging, getting smoked for 15 days. Then they used it to 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 cook after having it spoken it for 15 days. Yeah, you see all kinds of different kinds of cooking on Facebook, on Instagram. Brussels sprouts rolled in a packaged powder, ranch deep seasoning, and air fried. I never had Brussels. I don't think. I think in Army I did have Brussels sprouts. Love fried diced pork, then in the nopales and salsa side. Oh yeah, the tunas. I've eaten the tunas that are sweet. Some days screw the nutrition. I just want a bacon wrap hot dog with crot and onions. Yeah, Germany. They had the bratwurst. The brat. What do you call them? Bratwurst. Oh, I can say it. Brat. What's the name for it? Bratwurst. The burgers. The sausage and the sausages. The German sausage. The bratwurst. Yes, there it is. Bratwurst. The bratwurst, man. They'll be sauteed onions. They're cooking them. Uh, they'll be cooking. There'll be a lady out there outside her base set up, and just man, people go out there and buy the bratwurst, and they were buy schnitzel sandwiches. They were real big, piece of pork in it. Where it had cucumbers in it. Um, yeah, that lady be making a killing outside that gate. Bratwurst, yes, yes, and I like eating at the. There was this location. It was called I think it was called Zorba's, which was a little Greek restaurant. It starts out by food there, but then I found a little restaurant. I found a restaurant, and the waiter knew me. He was always waiting for me, and they had the lamb, real lamb, and he'll sit me down. He'll bring me a complimentary drink of wine. I'll drink it, and then he'll bring me the plate. There's a big old pita with like some kind of leaf on it, you know, with the the grilled lamb meat on it, man. Was this sauce? Oh my God. I think I would buy it for a mark 50 when I was in Germany for the plate or for the bratwurst. I think it was like either I think 6 mark 50 because the the dollar was worth more than the mark back then. Sometimes I'll get two of them. You know, I will be at this bar drinking, but I will get hungry, and the pita will remind me of a tortilla. So I'll go over there. The guy already knew me. I'll go there. It'll be like 11:30, and I'll be tearing up the pita. You know, even though the lamb has a certain taste, I was imagining that I was eating a fajita taco because the lamb is kind of like you know like fajita. But yeah, man, I would tear it up. By then, I would eat if I had the buzz would go away. I said, man, I'm going back. I'm full. I'm going back to the village. Yeah, they had calzone. That's what you're talking about, the calzone. That's pretty good. They had Jager Zuga different kinds of pork, like marinated with mushrooms and sauteed onions with some kind of gravy. Oh man. Sometimes I would just walk into a restaurant, I would grab a menu and just point at something on the menu, not knowing what I was ordering. There was one time they brought me a piece of meat. I don't know what it was. I'm thinking it was some kind of fish, but it had a nasty taste to it that I couldn't finish it. I had everything else, but I couldn't finish the main course because he had this weird taste to it. Yeah, I had fun in Germany. I was only 19 years old, so there was Gasthauses that they would call them. And the food over there, the serving that they give you here in the U.S., the serving they give in the U.S. is stingy compared to what they give you over there. You get your money's worth. I mean, you get a big old plate full of food that you can't even finish the whole plate because it's that much food on it. Oh yeah, lamb meat is good. I've eaten cabrito, goat, when I was a kid. They would uh drain the blood out of the goat and then they would wrap it up. They would put it on bricks under the ground and cover it up with a piece of what do you call it? We call it lamina in Spanish. It's of like a metal sheet, and they put a cover it up underground and let it cook under the ground. And then a couple of hours, you pull it out, and the meat is just falling off of it. Gyros, oh yeah, but the real gyro, not this. There's some meat that they have that is man-made, but because the real lamb, that's that's where the flavor's at. The real lamb. Pozole pork with sliced fresh cabbage. Never had that, Jaime. Thank you for tuning in tonight, Sister Vanessa, and you have a blessed day tomorrow. And good night. Go, yeah, pickled green tomatoes. Oh, wow. I had a friend, he shared, it was buffalo steak. He gave me a buffalo steak. I got to eat some buffalo. It was pretty good meat. The, the, the tanka, the tanka. Nail guy, anybody's eating nail guy, eating deer meat, uh, of course, wild boar, javelinas, uh, shark, gator. I think I've never had rattlesnake meat before, but I heard from the rattlesnake round off or yeah round offs where they cook them that is pretty good meat. I don't know. Venison, yes, yes. I think I've had kangaroo before. I know. Ostrich I've never had. I heard it's good. Bison, gator, uh, goat. Let me see what else. I had something in back in '95 when I went back to guard the Kuwaiti borders. They sent us on a field trip, day trip into the city, Kuwait, and there was this little stand cooking out something. I don't know what it was, and I ordered it, and I ate it. I don't know what I ate. I know it wasn't beef, so I'm thinking what I ate might have been either. I think it might have been a sheep or a goat. I don't know. They eat goat out there. I think my company commander had got invited to a powwow by the Bedouins, and it was a goat. They had cooked it like the we cooked it in the valley. They cooked it that way underground, and they even ate the eyes out of the goat. Never had ostrich. I never had. Well, no, what kind of meat did they say that Jack in the Box burgers were at one point in time? Didn't they say that the burgers from Jack in the Box were made out of horse meat or something in that nature at one point in time? Beaver. What kind of beaver was it that you ate overbuilt? I've heard people eating beaver, raccoon, possum, uh, all kinds of critters. It was kangaroo, right? Yeah, kangaroo meat. Then the little small old lady with the big old glasses will say, for I guess Wendy's, "Where's the beef?" You remember that old lady? That's what she would say. "Where's the beef?" She was a spokesman for Wendy's for a long time. This old lady with some glasses, and she would say, Where's the beef? What was it? Was it? I'm thinking it was Wendy's, or was it Arby's? It was one. I think it was Wendy's. How about bear meat? Anybody eating bear meat? It was real critter beaver. Well, both tell the truth, but oh, okay. I don't think it was Burger King. It was Jack in the Box. Burger King. Burger King. I always thought it was Jack in the Box. No wonder the burgers are so cheap on Wednesdays from Burger King. That's why they smoke them to get the taste of them. But the burgers from McDonald's doesn't even taste like a burger. Very good. It tastes sweet in the spring and strong in the fall. So you've had some Savannah. You tried calling to some girls. Hey, what's up? Tripe is good. If you fry it, crispy with some corn tortillas with avocado, some pico de gallo in it. Oh man, you don't know what you're missing. All you can just close your eyes and take a bite and crunch, crunch, crunch. But of course, the intestines have to be cleaned, and you boil them and clean them out. But yeah, I've heard the dentist stuff for years. So I guess two companies. So first heard that. Yeah, man, I was so let down this morning. I went to this Spanish restaurant because I wanted to eat some menudo, right? You seen the picture that I took the menudo? Well, this freaking menudo that I bought didn't even taste fresh. It tasted like if they took it out of the freezer and warmed it up. I mean, you could even taste the red chili powder on it or nothing. It had no flavor. I was really disappointed. Really disappointed. You figure it's the weekend that you're gonna make a fresh bowl of menudo. How about barbacoa? Barbacoa, as in cow cheeks or cow tongue. Anybody likes that? Barbacoa. Corn tortilla or flour tortilla with some avocado, pico de gallo in it, put a little bit of lemon. Ooh, man, you just don't know what you're missing. But then, when you eat something like that, then you have to double out your workout sometimes just to work out the food that you ate. Yes. No tongue for you, Lawrence Morgan? That's good, man. Lenga sang, yeah. Smurfy says, I cook my fries in duck fat. Tabasco sauce is good. How they say it in the football. The referees, he's good. Let me see what other foods. And we're talking about foods. What other kind of animals have y'all eaten? Oh man, it's just same as pozole, but the pozole has the hominy. It's got hominy in it. It's good for the hangovers. Just put it that way. It'll for the crudas. In Spanish, it's called a cruda. It's good for the crudas, the menudo. It'll get rid of your hangover. If you have been drinking, it'll sober you. It'll get rid of the hangover. That and the menudo in a Powerade will replenish you. Yeah, I have a picture of it here. You want to see it? I'll show you. There you go. There it is. You can put chile, some onions. You can put some lime in it. Oh yeah. Ooh. And trust me, they cheated. I feel robbed. That wasn't even fresh. I was so disappointed, because a large bowl costs like $12. A medium-sized bowl costs like $8, and it wasn't fresh at all. So I feel like I robbed. But what can you do about it? It's like I couldn't even didn't even fill me up because it had no flavor and it tasted like it was old. It didn't taste fresh at all. Yeah, it looked good, but when I tasted it, no flavor at all. I feel like I robbed. It wasn't even hot. Oh man, the barbacoa when they make it in the cabeza in I think in what's the name of that city? Abilene. They have some restaurants there where they're like drive-throughs and they sell the cabeza, man. Tamales. Who likes tamales? Tamales, anybody? Has anybody eating tamales? There you go. Tamales are good too. My family normally makes tamales and menudo for Christmas. I believe my sisters. I know I might go join them for a bowl this year. My wife, she cooks because her sons, they like one of her sons likes ham. No, his son will make a turkey, but they like ham. He likes ham, so that's what he requests for the holidays. Ham, ham, and ham. Somebody says here, I would eat a horse. Yes. There's people that sell tamales that are the size of a pinky, and they want like $12 $12 a dozen, or yeah, $12 a dozen for skinny tamales. But I know a lady that sells big tamales for like $12 a dozen, huge, and some of them have jalapenos in them. She works with my wife. She's one of her coworkers, so she always hooks her up with tamales. She makes them all year long. That's her side hustle, making tamales. Yeah, they're real good. She makes them out of scratch. The tamales. Yeah, my aunt used to cook outside all the time. She never cooked on a stove. She cooked like it was like a brick with a grill, like kind of like a barbecue pit, but it was an open fire. The flames would be real high. She'd throw the tortilla in there. She'll put her hand in there, flip it, and pull that out. She wouldn't even get burned. She was used to it cooking that way. They still cook that way. They cook the beans outside and everything. I think I got invited to San Antonio one time to this location down old San Antonio, down the near the Riverwalk. There was this location there where they had cows that were from China, and that beef was expensive. I got invited to go there because it was a like a luncheon for a person's job. They just give out loans. Man, the steaks were humongous. The shrimp that they had were humongous. It's like, whoa, you know, but it's real expensive. I just can remember the name of the restaurant, but it was a high class restaurant. Like it's well known because of its beef. I just can't remember the name of the cow that's from. They even show a film of it of the cow where it's from, where it originates, and everything. I'm thinking so, Pablo. It's all I know is down there in downtown San Antonio near the Riverwalk. PJ Pen 63. You got catfish, bro? How'd you get catfish? Oh, landlocked here. The only fresh fish we get are catfish. LOL. I thought you said you got catfish. It's like, dang, el otro stands in Oklahoma. They showed the cow like this original cow that originated from I believe China, and they bought some of this cows into the United States, and that's where they get the beef from. It's real expensive. They're like uh purebred cows, and it's the beef is real expensive. Yeah, it was real delicious. It's good, Jaime. American Wagyu. Uh, I don't know if that's home of the dog man. More home of the well, all these locations, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona is let's correct it. It's home of the skinwalker and shapeshifters because that's what the dog man, lycanthrope, and werewolves are. It's a manifestations that this skinwalker and shapeshifters take. And it comes from a certain tribe that were located in each of these areas. And we're talking about it the other day, the Tonka ones, because they all resided in these areas because the government moved them to different locations. They were cannibalistic, and I guess some of them are Wendigos. Okay, let me read some of the comments here. Yeah, I have on my what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to because I had placed uh information, right? The history of these natives, and it talks about a lot of things. And it talks about that they were called dirty Indians, that they were into just meat, that wasn't into agriculture, they were called dirty Indians. And those are the three areas that they moved them to. Oklahoma. They were originally here from Central Texas. They moved to Oklahoma. They started doing things over there, cannibalizing, and they moved them back to Texas. The reason they moved to Oklahoma is because the Cherokee and the Apaches and other natives gathered together and came to kill them. They were killing them. It was like a massacre. So the government intervened, moved to Oklahoma, and in Oklahoma they started doing the things they were doing here in Central Texas. Was cannibalizing. So the governor from Oklahoma said, "Hell no," moved them back to Texas. When they moved back to Texas, uh, the natives came back at them because they wanted vengeance because they had killed a lot of their family members through cannibalism. So they started killing them again, and the governor from Texas intervened again with a cav. The Tonka ones that were scouts for the cav soldiers. It's kind of like there was somebody wanted. There were the ones that will hunt them and capture the people that were wanted. So they moved the remainder of them to New Mexico and Arizona area. So what did all these locations have? Skinwalker, shapeshifter activity, aka Dogman, aka Bigfoots, aka Wendigos, and many other manifestations that they take because of witchcraft and necromancy. One of the things that they will hunt was deer. That's what they will hunt. A lot of deer. At one time, there used to be buffalo, Tatanka here in Texas, in Central Texas. So they will hunt the buffalo also. So you have a lot of those out there. Do y'all got a lot of cornfields in Oklahoma? Because I heard that they like hiding in the cornfields. Um, Here in Texas, they have found bodies and just in the woods that have been how do you say it? Mutilated, but they're old bodies, which they find just like the bones, but that they're missing body parts, you know. And the only thing they say, well, it probably somebody that was a homeless person or stuff like that, and the only thing they have is the remains of the individuals. How they died, they really don't know. But they've found many carcasses of, or should I say, remains of people out in the woods. But in Central Texas, they have a lot of cougars, wildcats, and to my understanding, I think some people have spotted even black panthers. But you know, the shapeshifter skinwalkers, they can manifest into anything. Reading some of the comments here. North of Oklahoma. I remember stories when I was in the army. Even soldiers had disappeared during the land nav course. They're doing land nav where it's a course you have to pass in order to get promoted. So they give you a map and a compass, right? And of course, you got your little pen to do calculations of the coordinates of where you're at. Uh, and you have to pass this course. Well, in this course, sometimes soldiers will get lost. There's some that will be found, but there's some that they never found. Well, when they did find them, it was too late. They were dead. They never said what the cause of death was. The only thing they would say, because they looked for them for about 3, 4 days, that they passed away because of dehydration or they didn't have enough food in the body or whatever. But I don't think I think it was more than that. But just my opinion. But yeah, many soldiers disappear during the land nav course. It's happened a couple of times. They find them, but when they find them, they're dead. So what do y'all think about the chat, man? No, really kind of everybody being respectful and stuff, uh, chit chatting, having a good time, If I could drink, I'll be drinking a mixed drink here with y'all, but I'll drink some water. Uh, on Fort Hood, on the base itself, they found the remains of a woman by some bushes. The remains of a woman. They found the skull of a woman behind some bushes on Fort Hood itself. Somebody said, "Is this food or hear me knocking?" Brown whiskey, corn on the cob. Oh man, let me take you to my. He's gonna be like, "Let me take you to my master. His name is Booga." You know how everybody's got a different name for Bigfoot, Booga. They call it. How many names here? Whoever's here, tuning. How many names do they have for Bigfoot or Sasquatch? That people made up names for it. We're gonna talk about that first. Names that people call them, and then after we finish naming the Bigfoots or the different names, we're gonna do the different names of Lycanthrope. What are the names? Wow, man. Harry, man. Sounds. Give me some more. Give me some more. Wow, man. Harry, man. Sasquatch. But a lot of this ones. What are some of the other names that people call them in within the Bigfoot community? Sabo. Those seem like just man-made right there. Somebody just created a name for them. The lofa. Booger is booger. Patas grandes. Big Bigfoot. Hawk Omelum. I mean, shoot, since everybody's making up a name, how about Andre the Giant? What we call him, Andre the Giant. Wasn't he a Bigfoot? Andre the Giant. Let's see who knows. Where was Andre the Giant a Bigfoot at? What was the name of the show that Andre the Giant dresses a Bigfoot? Let's see who's gonna get the right answer here. Probably the old people might get it. I don't know about the young guys. Where did Under the Giant? What? Where did he come out as Bigfoot? PJ got it. I don't think he was called the $5 million man. Wasn't he called the $6 million man? The $6 million man. You're 1 million short, PJ, but I'll give it to you. You were close enough. See, I'm surprised. All these people making up names, they didn't even know who was one of the original Bigfoots. Now, that costume he had on kind of looked more realistic than a certain film. I'm just gonna put it that way. Y'all remember when he was $6 million man was filing? Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. He's moving real slow. You're old, Sister Cynthia. We're all old. Here's another quiz for y'all. What other what other uh, being from a movie resembles a Bigfoot? A certain being that resembles a Bigfoot, the way they created them. Let's see if somebody gets that one right. There you go, the Wookiee. Well, what's the Wookiee's name? Chewbacca. There we go. There was a certain movie uh, from the 60s, I believe, or early 70s that came out when I was a kid. I just can't remember the name of the movie. Maybe one of y'all might know it. Whoever was interested in King Kong Godzilla movies, it was a movie about these two beings that kind of resembled a Bigfoot, and they were fighting each other. Do y'all remember the name of that movie? I think one was brown and the other one was kind of greenish, brown or greenish, and they were fighting each other in the movie. They were real tall. Does anybody remember the name of that movie? Yeah, Jaime Anais. He got it. You know when people tell me, "Oh, the Patterson film, that's an there's no way they can make that up." There was movies that were being made that had that mesh material, kind of like the Patterson film. Whether it was the other movies too. One of my favorite shows that I used to watch every Saturday, Lost in Space, Danger Will Danger Will Robinson. Some of the creatures that will come out there, the way they were dressed, was it the same kind of material that suit was made out of. This mesh like material that's from the time frame of the 70s. But you look at the gargantuans, the movie, how they look, they look freaked out in those costumes, kind of like caveman like or something like that, right? Ape like, caveman like, a mixture. It's good. Miguel Tamayo. It protects you from negative energies, black obsidian, such as black tourmaline. Yeah, they were as bad as the suit of the Patterson film. Bad. Yeah, the Land of the Lost. What was the name of the little monkey from the Land of the Lost, or the little caveman? Let's see who gets it right. Let's see who remembers them. Name some of the creatures from them. They were lizard dudes, reptilians. But what was the name? Sleaslags? Chaka, yeah. But cousin Jesse knows this one. Cousin Jesse, what was the name of the show where a Bigfoot came out with a kid? He knows it. It was a show that they show on Saturdays where there was a boy that would come out with a Bigfoot. Somebody, he knows the name of the name of the movie, or the should I say the series that we have on Saturdays. Cousin Jesse, what's the name of it? There we go. Bigfoot and Wild Boy. Bigfoot and Wild Boy. What was the name of the other series? Well, you don't know it. They used to come out on TBS. They had a certain name for Bigfoot, and it was dealing with a family, right? But they had a certain name for Bigfoot. What was his name? What was the name of the show? Harry. Name of the show. There you go. Walking with Bear. Harry and the Hendersons. You all remember when they made the first Bigfoot movie? I remember seeing a Bigfoot movie when I was a kid before they made the Bowie Creek, right? Bowie Creek movie. There was a movie that they made of a Bigfoot where people are out in the woods investigating. I just can't remember the name of the movie, but I know it was dealing with Bigfoot. I just can't remember the name of the movie. Still own it on VHS. VHS. Do y'all remember those old movies where I think they would show them late at night because these monsters that were coming out there, the costumes that they wear were just freaking crazy. Like they look generic as hell. I seen a movie where this guy mutated into a snake. They had got him bit by a snake. Then he started, like, I guess, transforming, and he became a snake at the end of the movie. I like, what kind of crap is this? Those old movies from back in the day were the costumes and the way they would make it. It was like so generic. When they would show the monster flying in the air, you could tell it was fake as hell, like a puppet or something. Yeah. That's what it was, Primo. That's what it was named, King Cobra. Creature Feature at Midnight with the host Elvira. Yeah, I remember Elvira. The huge ant movies. What was the name of the movie? Something of the Gods, right? Something of the Gods, where they had big rats and big something dealing with the gods, food of the gods, or something like that. It was an old movie back in the day. Giant spiders, giant iguanas. Well, Wilkins was cool. The guy that had the little mobile home or little RV. I think the show that was pretty good too. I think it was the Twilight Zone or Outer Limits. I think Twilight Zone, right? That was the original. Wasn't there something called the Twilight Zone and then Outer Limits from back in the day? They had some crazy creatures there, giant cyclops with one eye, and just some crazy movies. And Night Gallery, Kojak, what's the name? Jack Kojak or something like that. That he was a news reporter. I think he's on Facebook. They got all his shows there on Facebook. Good night, Miss M. Cascon. Buenas noches. The Night Stalker. There we go. The Night Stalker. That was a good show. Uh, I used to like watching him. They would show his shows every night. I think from 10 to 12 or 10:30 or 11 till 12 or 11 to 1. They'll be showing the his shows. I'm trying to think of other shows that I used to watch. Uh, when I was in Lubbock, man, they used to have Lubbock would have in the 70s, upper 70s. Lubbock would have like nothing but like marathons of sci-fi and scary movies on Saturday and Sunday. Then, of course, they were big for their wrestling, world class wrestling, but they would show a lot of crazy. I could watch movies all day when I was a kid. Of course, black and white movies. Awesome. What's in it had a pretty good series also, where he would show a lot of his movies. The Vincent Price show. He would show a lot of movies. Like he hosted like a little show also, Vincent Price, where he showed nothing but scary movies. Vincent Price, that dude. I think I seen one where he was dealing with a vampire on a train, and that one was kind of creepy as hell. You know, I just can't remember the name of the movie. It was they had they were transporting a Nosferatu in the train, and I guess it started killing people on the train, and all the people. It's like there were vampires or Walking Dead or something like that. It was a crazy ass movie. Yeah, it's right, Pablo. The Von Erichs, the Freebirds, uh, the Missing Link, the Mongolian warrior, the Mongolian, what's his name, with the iron spike? I can't remember his name. Kamala, the Ugandan giant. They had Coco Beware there, the Iceman. I think they call him Coco Beware, the Iceman. I think that's what they were calling back then, the Iceman. Bruiser Brody, Abdullah the Butcher. Those were the days, man. And of course, Andre the Giant, the Mission. That's the name of the movie, Primo Mission Link. Yeah, Time Bandits. Twin Peaks. I really never got to see Twin Peaks, man. Sliders, X Files, Sanctuary. How about Quantum Leap was a pretty good show. Quantum Leap. Uh, Ice Pirates. Good night, primo. Buenas noches. You know, Ice Pirates. Okay, Jane 63. Yeah, X Files was good. They used to it was called Saturday matinee. There was a show that would show down where I come from, the Rio Grande Valley, and it was called the Boo Show. Boo, where they show like the Llorona, and then of course, sometimes they show vampire movies, werewolf movies, or they would show King Kong, Godzilla movies. It was called the Boo Show. So for about 3 hours in the afternoon, they would show something every Saturday. It was called the Boo Show. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Sightings was cool back in the 90s. V, Battlestar Galactica, uh, Buck Rogers in the 21st century. Bitty bitty, bitty bitty bitty. What was the name of the little robot in Buck Rogers what was the name of the little robot? Anybody remember the name of the little robot? Twiki. There we go. Another show that was kind of underrated that kind of showed all kinds of things, werewolves, vampires, and all kinds of things like that was Fantasy Island. The plane, boss, the plane. Whatever was in your fantasy will come to life. Welcome to Fantasy Island. Creature Feature Night. That was the name of the show, Creature Feature. Yes. Does anybody remember the funny, scary movie called Friday the 14th? It was about monsters. It was like a comedy. Come on, Exuberance. You know Fantasy Island, man. It's a TV series with Ricardo Montalban and a little tattoo that every time you see the plane, you say, the plane, boss. They made a movie out of it. There's a movie, but it's not the main character, but there's a movie of that show. Who remembers the Monster Squad? Who remembers that on Saturday mornings? The Monster Squad. They made a movie of that too. They made a movie. They had uh, a vampire, well, Dracula, the Wolfman. They had a mummy. Yeah, the Monster Squad. They made a movie of that. Look it up. There's a Monster Squad movie that they made. The only movie they haven't made, and I'm surprised because I guess it was pretty popular back in the day, would be Gilligan's Island. They haven't made a Gilligan's Island. They never made it into a movie. I think they made it in a movie on TV, but it never made it to the cinema. Gilligan's Island. Uh, thank you, Sister Neva's Angel. Yeah, I know it's getting late, brothers and sisters. As I'm talking, I'm looking at this. You see that 56433? That major will go up at 56500. So when it hits 56500, it's going to go off, and two people might win it, or a couple of people might win it. So that's why I'm looking down here to see where it's at, because that's what I'm going to be playing for after I'm done with the show. Yeah, that's my side thing that I do. I won a a minor earlier. I won $117 earlier. That's right. That's about the only part I do is the jackpots. Abigail doesn't even know what we're talking about. She's lost. The show she remembers is if she's She's only 20. Oh my God. She know nothing what we're talking about. Oh man, y'all lost then. I'm sorry. So you're 27. So y'all know about SpongeBob. In your 20s, you know about SpongeBob because my son's around y'all's age. My son is 23. So a little bit forward before SpongeBob. Most likely you watch a lot of Disney. You used to see those old shows like what was the name of the kid that they come out in what was Raiders of the Lost Ark. He used to have a show on Disney. He made a video with a little girl dancing, Shia LaBeouf. So you know Shia LaBeouf and people from Disney. That's so Raven. Uh, Let me take it to your level. That's so Raven. What's your name? Hilary Duff. What was the name of her show? Yeah, Nickelodeon shows like Josh. What's his name? Josh, right? Uh, the Josh guy. Drake and Josh. There we go. Drake and Josh. Samurai Jack. Maybe Samurai Jack. Ren and Stimpy. Uh, Dog and Cat. Yeah, Powerpuff Girls. So now you're speaking my language. Oh man. Well, yeah, my son, you know, he wouldn't even watch it, man. I turn on the TV, he'd be playing video games. So I said, screw it. I was trying to keep it where, you know, I don't want to put a scary movie where there's going to be a rated R movie where a girl's going to be naked or something. So I just put it on those channels, Nickelodeon and on Disney. So, it's time my little nephew, my other nephew will come or my niece will come and they're like, hey, can we watch the TV on? I said, sure. So they'll be playing video games and they'll be watching TV. Yeah, I remember all those shows. What was the name of the other ones? With Victoria Justice and the girl cat. Oh man, I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was I think there was one where uh, what's her name's sister came out on the show for a little bit on Nickelodeon. Jamie Spears. She had a little show there on Nickelodeon before she went up being pregnant. You had Cartoon Network, you had Disney, and then you had there was another one. See, yeah, Zoe 101. I remember that one because my niece is probably your age, Exuberance and Abigail Zwig. My niece, she's around y'all's age. So, I had nephews and nieces that are around your age and are a little bit older than y'all. So, they're around me. So I will see what they will see. So what was on TV? Oh, the show. So I just sit down and watch it with them. The Cartoon Network. There you go. The Cartoon Network. They had the Cartoon Network. All these cartoons that would show. I like watching the one with a stupid dog. With the old man and the old woman with a what's the name of the show with the dog? Stupid dog. Anybody remember the name of the show? Courage. There we go. Yeah, I used to like watching that cartoon. It was funny as hell, man. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yeah, I like watching Courage the Cowardly Dog. Once a kid in heart, always a kid. Yeah, they're all in YouTube. But I think they had one that probably y'all remember. There was a Nickelodeon movie where it had a girl that was a vampire, but there were vampires and there was witches and it's not Waverly Place. You know, with Selena Gomez. There was another one where it had this. What was the name of this girl? She was African American? What was she? She was British, and it was dealing with vampires. I just can't remember the name of the show. I think it would have lasted for like a year or two, and then it got canceled. No, not Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It was on Disney. And of course, you had all Miley Cyrus on her little TV show that she had there for a long time. There we go. That's it, Exuberance. Exuberant knows what I'm talking about. Oh, the other show that was pretty good too, that they made a movie of it. I'm gonna share it to you, and I'm surprised Exuberance are well, it's older than y'all probably too. Goosebumps. Y'all remember that series? Goosebumps? That was a good series right there. I forgot about that. And I'm an old cat, and I still remember this shows. Yeah, I like watching Goosebumps. It had some crazy titles. I think they even made a movie with Jack Black. Something dealing with Goosebumps. Never liked Willie Zorus. What the hell? R.L. Stein, the most boring man alive. Mm, there was a girl that she made a couple of movies for Disney. That she was a witch. I just don't remember the name of the shows that she made. She made like Halloween something. And she would fight these things that were coming. After her, like a generational curse. I just can remember the name of. I think it was called Ghost Town or Halloween Town. I think that's the name of it, right? See, I got a good memory for old fella. I think it was called Halloween Town or Ghost Town. Halloween Town, I think. Just can't remember the name of the girl. Yes. Well, yeah, I know Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but this is A couple of shows. You know how they would make movies for Disney. I think it was called Halloween Town. Uh, you probably don't remember this. You're too young for this. This is from the 80s. How about what's the name of the guy? Vern or something like that. He made a couple of movies dealing with trolls and stuff like that. Ernest Goes Somewhere. Tales from the Crypt. Yeah. Ernest Goes Camping or something like that. So you really want to look into some old stuff. Maybe it's on YouTube. El Santo. El Santo contra las momias. El Santo contra el lobo. It was a wrestler when I was growing up named El Santo. He was already very old. He was making movies, El Santo contra las brujas, El Santo contra el vampiro, Hombre Murciélago. He was making a lot of scary movies, but way back in the day. Oh yeah, Three Stooges, Little Rascals, Demon Knight. I remember that one. Mil Máscaras. Yes, El Santo. This way before your time. I used to watch a show with my grandmother, a couple of them. One was Pedro Infante. The other one was Cantinflas, Capolina, and La India Maria. Now that's some very old school. This is movies from the early 1900s or possibly 1800s. Very old movies. So every time this characters would come out on TV, she would call me over to come watch the TV with her, and I would go watch the movie, even though I've seen them already. I've seen the movie numerous times. I'll go watch it with her. Yeah, yeah. Three Stooges. Did you know that they were all brothers? They were really brothers in real life. The Three Stooges were real brothers. Y'all didn't know that, did y'all? But there was more than Stooges. It was Larry, Curly, and Moe, and there was a Big Joe and Chimp. So there was like actually like five Stooges. Yeah, there was five because there was also a Big Joe. I'm glad you liked the costume. So yeah, there was like five Stooges. There was Larry, Curly, Moe. There was Chimp, and then there was this other one that would come out sometime named Joe, which he was fatter than Curly. His name was Joe. So it was like five, possibly more, because I think some of them had gotten sick, and some of the other brothers of the family would replace them to continue to do the show, but they had their own personal names. It was really like a theater. They would come out in a theater. That's how they created that. Pretty funny guys, man. Yeah. Freaking Mo. Mo was crazy, man. Mo was always beating him up. Then sometimes he got beat up too, but he's the one that was the aggressor. Just don't let Curly hear three blind mice. Dun, 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 dun. You start fucking going crazy and start boxing you, man. Don't let Curly hear the three blind mice. For those who don't know, there was a show. It was an episode when they were playing that song, Three Blind Mice. They were playing it, and we're like, woo, just went crazy. He went into. They had him in an arena. He was getting beat up by a boxer, and started playing that song, and man, he tore up that boxer, freaking Curly. Yeah, the Gong Show. I remember that show. I think they still show those shows early in the morning. If you look them up, I used to have a DVD in a casing. I still got it with all the show, like a lot of their movies. I used to like watching Abbott and Costello. Well, we're kind of losing Abigail and Exuberance because they're in their 20s. But yeah, Abbott and Costello was funny. Jerry Lewis and Gene, what's his name? James Dean. What was his name? Not James Dean. Jerry Lewis and the guy that would come out with him. What was his name? Can anybody help me here? Jerry Lewis's partner. I think it was called Gene. What was his name? Yeah, Gene Dean. Yeah, that guy. He was good. I used to like watching Tarzan when I was growing up. The old Tarzan. They had some black and white shows like the Superman one. They had the Cisco Kid. They had the Lone Ranger, Zorro, all kinds of shows. But sorry, Exuberance and Abigail, y'all missed out. You wasn't born yet. Sorry. Little Rascals was a good one too. Little Rascals. I think I've been talking for a while now. How long have we been going? Man, 3 hours. 3 hours, y'all. Wow. And we still got some night owls here up with me. I think when I go to sleep, I probably ain't gonna wake up till the afternoon. Hopefully my wife will wake me up for some breakfast. I haven't slept going for 48 hours. Once it goes like 9 o'clock, I'll be awake for just 20, is it 24 hours? No, I haven't slept. So yeah, I need to get me some sleep, but I can't yet because I'm waiting for this. So I'm live right now. There was yeah, Elvira. I used to like watching Elvira because I mean I know Elvira was kind of hot back in the day. I was just a kid, but so there were some movies that were pretty good in Elvira. I think there was one where it had the Knights of the Templar, and They would come out and there were like skeletons riding on horses, and they would go kill people, and then they would go back to their tombs. Now, that one was a pretty good movie. Laura just she's still kind of hot, so she's a cougar now. Yeah, I liked yeah, her shows. I would stay up with her up all night. She was funny, man. Some of the jokes that she was saying on the show was funny as hell. I especially liked her outfit, the Mistress of the Night. Yeah, she was so good that y'all didn't know she made a couple of movies. She came out in a couple of movies. Elvira. She made it to the big screen, believe it or not. Did y'all know that? Who knew that Elvira made it to the big screen? 'Cause she literally came out in the cinema. So is it going back an hour or going forward? So I don't think she was in the Gremlins. Yep, there we go. I think she did two movies. Had to make two movies. The original one that she made, and then she made another one after that. Beta was a two Elvira. Didn't they even have a song for her? Elvira, Elvira, my heart is on fire. I'm just playing. I like watching Wonder Woman. You know, Batman and Robin, but Wonder Woman was a pretty good show with Miss Linda Carter. Much respects to her, Miss Linda Carter. She was a good actress. But in saying that, brothers and sisters, I don't want to keep you all up too late. What time we got right now? Oh, it's 1:46. 3 hours. So when does it go back an hour? At two? At two, does it go back an hour? Central Texas? Over here saying it's 1:46 here in Texas. In Texas, it's saying it's 1:47. So at two is going to be one. Ah, so then no wonder I couldn't go to sleep. It's kind of like I knew the time was going to change in some kind of way. But I don't want to mess up your sleep, guys and gals. You know, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. I know I did a little bit of venting. We talked about a lot of things. Hopefully, cousin Jesse is feeling better tomorrow. See what topic we hit. What topic would you like to hear tomorrow that you would like for us to try to discuss about? You're welcome, sister. Ivy Ramirez. Goodbye, sister Vanessa. Yeah, we're fixing to call it a night. Uh, Hopefully, I don't fall asleep and miss out on the jackpot. It's really not moving, so it's stuck at 564.36. But we'll see. Well, I want to see if the time goes back. It's 1:49 here in Texas. So y'all saying it's gonna move back an hour? Jaime Alini's already fallen asleep on us. Good night, Jaime. It's a game I play online. We'll see. I want to see. I want to see where it goes back to an hour in 10 minutes. Okay, about to time travel. Likewise, brother Josh. What are you drinking, man? You're drinking. You have the time for another beer. I got all kinds of minerals here. Let's see what I got here. What's this? Oh, this is a nice one. Let me light it up for y'all. Light up the nice little specimen here. This specimen. Nice little specimen I have up here. Mineral. Uh, I got a big old chunker black tourmaline. Keeps negative energies away. Imagine making a necklace with that sucker. It's pretty big. Uh, what is this? Uh, some kind of calcite. Shoot. Of course, I got some selenites here, some raw pieces where you could place your minerals on there so they can charge up. You could play this in the sun or in the moonlight. It'll get energy, and you can charge up your minerals on it on the selenite. Yeah, one day, once I get everything set up, I don't know, brother Josh wants to set it up. We set it up for donations and stuff like that. I don't know if I want to do that or not, but we'll see. But me, it's something for something. And so the things that I can offer for people will be minerals of protection. I have a lot of minerals. I'm thinking about, we continue to if I continue to do this, so long my health is good, we'll continue to do this, do this works that I do here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Oops, light this up, put it down. Yeah, I got some chunks from caves over here, chunks from caves itself. Yeah, I got a couple of them over here from inside caves. Yeah, I have so many minerals. One day I'll do a show and show you the minerals that I have. I have many minerals. So what I was thinking about, if I do, start doing things, where if people, donate or whatever, that I want to give people things that I have, and the best things that I can offer somebody would be protection, right? Like minerals of protection to protect them from negative energies and stuff like that. Every mineral has a property, and it does certain things. So we'll see. But for right now, I'm just doing the shows the way I do it, doing it right now. But yeah, I have a lot of different minerals, all kinds of minerals, towers, like, like this tower right here. Let's see, light it up, y'all. Look at this tower. This is a pretty nice tower, pretty big tower. So, that's what I was thinking. Like, if somebody would donate something, I would give the people something that's worth. They could say, we got donations. Give a tower. I got spheres. Uh, I got all kinds of things. Tumbles, figurines. This is a fire quartz, a tower. Some of the spheres and towers that I have rainbows in them. Yeah, there's a fire quartz. I wish I could show it better to y'all. So yeah, I have all kinds of things there. I'm surprised my wife allows me to have many things like this. Who's into mushrooms? Here's a ocean jasper mushroom. Ocean jasper mushroom. Pretty heavy. Yeah. And of course, I do have some pretty badass, excuse my French, spheres. They're cool as hell. Yeah. Is it? Did it change? Oh, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes before we have the time change. Here's a mixture of black tourmaline with uh calcite. See, I can light it up a little bit so you can see this one. Let me get the lighting better here. There we go. Pretty good chunkers. A large tornado in the ground in Oklahoma. Oh yeah, I have a lot of specimens. They're everywhere, and uh, lots of minerals. So maybe one day, like I said, when I set it up, I'm gonna try to come up with something where somebody blesses me with something. I'm gonna bless them with something that's the value that they're blessing me with. Like I said, I have many minerals. You could say ever since I got shoved from that cliff in Chalk Ridge Falls, I started collecting minerals, uh, and I have so many minerals. I've been collecting for years now. I got some big specimens also. They're up there in price, very big ones. You can cleanse it. Just you can pray over it. You cleanse it with some Palo Santo, some sage. There's different ways of cleansing it, or you can uh cleanse it. People cleanse it in many different ways. So it's saying 201. So I guess they must have already moved back because on my phone it's saying 201. So it must have moved back already. Are you sure it was the day that it moved back an hour? Is it a tornado going that way? Oh, tonight, Sunday night. Oh, you see, y'all got me all mixed up over here. It is 2:02. 2 de la mañana. In saying that, brothers and sisters, I guess I will bid you a good night. Thank you for tuning in, chit chatting here with me. Getting to know one another here, looking at the chats. Next time I'll try to bring some more current shows of exuberance and Sister Abigail's age, because we really throw them off with some of the moves we're talking about. You know, in saying that, brothers and sisters, thank you all for tuning in. God bless every single one of y'all. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed day and evening. Buenas noches. Watkins Bear. I was confused when Abigail and Hershane said Hershane. Uh, thank you, Miguel Tamayo, for joining. All the new people. See a couple of new people, but thank you. If you all haven't subscribed, subscribe. Tomorrow we'll be having a show. If cousin Jesse uh, is not feeling better, it depends how the algorithm goes here. If it's not feeling better, I'm gonna do another live like this, or I'm gonna do an open mic night where the audience can come in and we can talk about anything dealing with the spiritual, aspect of things, of the balance. In saying that, thank you to all the moderators, Brother Exuberance, Overbuilt, in which I don't think we really had any trolls tonight because I put the stipulation where people can just come in here and say whatever. I did not put it to the public, just to the members. So if the public gonna see it, I probably might not have that many views because uh, I didn't make it for the public. I made it just for the members. Spiritual encrypted encounters as appreciation. That's why I did it this way. But in saying that, good night, everybody, and have a blessed evening, or should I say, a good morning. Yeah, peace out, everybody.